That's a 10-4, good buddy. Bandits on the road. But yeah, I don't know the lingo. It's been years since I've used a CB.
You know, there's two variations of the song in this movie.
Is that?
Because when they're driving in one
eastbound and
direction, yeah, it's one direction. When they're driving one direction, it's eastbound and down. The other direction is
Right.
westbound and down. Didn't even notice that until like randomly learned that somewheres. You can actually look it up, I think, on YouTube and listen to essentially the same song. That just one word difference.
Yeah, I guess because it's what's his name? Jerry Reed, who's the singer in this. Originally, he was going to play Bandit, but then but Reynolds came on board, and then he got pushed down to the
they eventually got him as Bandit. Took a few movies.
Yeah.
And
You mentioned in that previous stream that there was those straight-to-video TV movies?
Well, in America, they had a series. It was called Action Pack. It was back in the late 90s. And they were a bunch of made-for-TV movies that became TV shows. There was like Smokey and the Bandit. There was one, was it Moonrunner? What, it was linked to some Robert De Niro movie.
Okay.
Hercules. Tech Wars. I don't know if you ever heard of Tech Wars.
Oh, Shatner's books.
Which I think that became a TV show. And so did Hercules. And something called Cleopatra 2525.
I remember seeing the posters or books or something for that, but never seeing it myself.
Basically, Cleopatra was that in the year 2000, a woman goes in for breast augmentation. There's a mishap, and she's put in deep freeze and woken up like 500 years later. that has a hell of a medical thing for a breast augmentation accident mishap.
Yeah, I'm curious just to see the bit where she gets frozen for 500 years and how.
I just was like, oh, and Jack of All Trades, I think it was called. It was yeah, I think that was another one of the, because they did movies and TV shows, and I think that was, I want to say he did 2 TV shows that were off that.
Briscoe County?
Yeah, Briscoe, yeah, off the whole Action Pack. Remember, nothing, really, it's just, Hercules is the biggest thing they got from that. And then Xena came out and everyone forgot about Hercules.
Yeah. I've never watched any of that fantasy show. I wasn't really into it in the 90s.
Well, it was something to watch.
Okay. That's going on the banner.
I mean, it was in the late 90s in America, at least. I don't really recall anything other than that would have been probably about the beginning, early stages of reality TV.
Yeah.
Which we have MTV to thanks for that.
Yeah. There's no music anymore.
Nope. Changed its name.
Yeah. Right, hang on. Where's my remote? Let's play this thing. And see if it works. Okay. There we go. Right. That's playing. Got yours. I thought it was available on YouTube, but it turns out they're just fake ones. Where it's just an advert saying, click this link to watch the film.
Yeah, it's like free to watch. And you click on it, you got to go over here to watch.
Yeah, get a ransomware on you.
He actually, one of the last films he did before he died had him like having to relive he played an actor who has to relive his past, and they used clips. They put him in the car with Bandit and have him interacting with himself.
Yeah, it's a pretty sad film, that really, wasn't it? Because
I've been wanting to see it, but I can't remember the name of it.
Yeah, I was just looking up. I can't remember now either. But yeah, it was quite poignant because it was a sort of like JCVD, where it's mostly about what he does, but then has all this emotional stuff about the real actor in it.
Oh, there's a name, Paul Williams. Remember
that? Is he the short guy?
I want to say yeah.
I think him and Sally Field are the only surviving members of the main cast on this.
Jerry Reed and Paul Williams are dead?
Paul Williams, he was the tall one. Was he?
Let me see.
I think that's what it said. Yeah, Paul Little Enos and Big Enos. Who did you say?
Paul Williams is still alive. Yeah, he's still alive. He was the short one.
Yeah. Because he wrote the theme to the Love Boat, apparently. So that's the two things he's remembered for, this and Love Boat.
Oh, damn, yeah. Jerry Reed died back in 2008. Didn't even know that.
Yeah, I know it. And Hal Needham, the director, had passed away as well in the early 2000s, I think.
You know, a lot of these vehicles are in museums now.
Mm.
Somewhere's even this rig. This rig, you know, at least the trailer is.
Yeah, I bet. Because the Trans Am was people had not really seen them before this film, and then sales skyrocketed.
Yeah, but seeing all the stuff, you know, this is like one of those Fast and Furious movies.
Yeah, apparently they only had
this and Cannonball Run.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how
there was even one with Ron Howard about cars and driving.
Oh, the George Lucas one.
Is that Grand Theft Auto or something like that?
There is a Grand Theft Auto. There's, fuck's sake, the one he made before George Lucas made before Star Wars. It's always
Grand Theft Auto, yeah, 1977.
I was in that as well because what am I thinking of? Anyway, this was one of the biggest films of 1977, second only to Star Wars. Massive hit.
The year before I was born.
Now, do you know the story of this, where the Coors beer, it's illegal west of Texas or whatever it is, east of Texas?
It also is, I think it's like transported it or whatever, these different things you got to do.
Yeah, I think it's because it wasn't pasteurized or something, and you couldn't go through the Rockies or something with the trucks, and because they weren't freezered, it would spoil before it got there. Was the real explanation I heard, but whether it was another one, I don't know.
Well, we're talking about America. America has some funky laws about alcohol. Remember, we had prohibition.
Oh, yes. That was fun.
Yeah, that would handle the issue of alcohol. Oh, no, that would create new issues.
Little Enos and Big Enos. No play on words there.
These movies was just so awesome. Even, you know, going back and watching them now and just they're just the coolest ever.
Yeah, well, Hal Needham was a stuntman before this, and this is his first directing job. And then there was
I can't remember how old I was the first time I saw this. I was I believe I was a little kid, and it's just that car, that rig, and the dog. What was the dog's name? Blue or something like that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's a competition in Georgia to find the dog for the film, and Burt Reynolds hosted this competition to find out the dog they wanted to use. And like everyone bought their dog. Tens of thousands of people bought their dog and took them from animal shelters and everything just to bring them into this competition.
He was in the video game Saints Row the Third.
Oh, right.
Where he played the mayor of the city. If I remember right, if you call him to come and help you, he shows up in an updated version of the Bandit car. But you just know that if he's going to be in a game that's got cars, he's going to show up in that car or a variation of it.
Yeah, I bet.
Wonder how many times somebody wanted him to say, like, you know, can you sign my car? It's a Trans Am. It looks just like that one from the movie. No, I think the Bird of the Hood's wrong.
Well, yeah, probably the one in the movie is a manual, and most of them were automatics. So you had to get a special one to do it manual.
Well, I don't really drive, but I've driven a manual before, stick before, and oh Lord, you're gonna see me trying to find the reverse. Like, where the fuck's the reverse?
Yeah.
Almost running into cars that were parked because I couldn't find the reverse.
Yeah, I think about in 80s and 90s in the UK, probably 95% of the cars were manual, and it's slowly moving over to automatic now. a lot of more automatics.
There's a reason why I like automatic over manuals. You don't have to. And then there's that sound of when you screw up the transmission. It's not grinding. It's cha-ching, 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 followed by crying as the money's coming right out of your wallet.
Yeah, I think I've only had automatics since I met my wife because she doesn't drive a manual.
Okay, I'm trying to remember because the first movie was the bear.
Yeah.
Second movie was the elephant. I can't remember what it was they wanted in the third movie.
No, I was hoping you know.
I just remember they couldn't get him, so the bandits they got a snowman.
Yeah, faking it.
But does show up for that one scene.
Yeah.
But I can't. What was the bet of the third movie?
Because apparently
was almost Smokey is the bandit.
Yeah, there was a variation, wasn't it? Or was it Smokey
they wanted
is the man?
Yeah, they wanted to do it, but they just like no, I don't think it would have worked.
Yeah, plus what's the actor's name? He was very poor health, the comedian, this bandit, Smokey.
Jackie Gleason.
Yeah.
A budget of $9 million for the third movie, and they only made $7 million.
Shit. Yeah. This one had a budget of I think it was $4 million. Burt Reynolds had $1 million of it. And then it made $250 million in the box office. And Jackie Gleason could have had profits from the cut of the profits, but he decided just to take upfront pay instead, which he obviously regretted.
Apparently, it's a large stuffed fish from Texas to Florida.
Yeah, it's not really.
We go from beer to an elephant to a stuffed fish.
Yeah, because the beer is illegal, so that's why they got to dodge the police. The elephant probably illegal.
No wonder they lost like $2 million. Who wants to see a movie about people trying to, do a bet about transporting a stuffed fish?
Yeah. This one was on TV all the time when I was a kid. So I saw it loads.
It's an awesome movie.
Yeah, this and Cannibal Run.
I can't remember if it's the first or the second one, but my favorite line is one of the whole series is, Junior, I get home, I'm gonna smack your mama.
It's this one. Apparently most of the whole script is improvised.
I think the only scene, I think it's the third one that I like, is when he invites his relatives.
Right.
And it's got there's a mountain, they're singing opera, and one of them is like homosexual or something. And it's just like,
Jackie Gleason playing all parts.
It's like, hi. That's an interesting family. You can see why Bigfoot's the way he is, or at least why Junior.
Yeah, because apparently Bandit's got this reputation of being a badass truck driver, but he never actually drives a truck in the films. Someone drove it in then in a red shirt, but you didn't actually get a close up of him.
I mean, I only saw a little bit of the TV movies, but I saw enough of it to go, no, it's not the same.
Yeah, I don't think they're available anywhere. It's not even on YouTube. I couldn't see them, but
a lot of that, other than the Hercules stuff, I've never heard about. I forgot about because there was two movies. What was the other one? Look this up. As an Action Zone or Action Pack, one of them.
Okay.
That's currently as a kiddie one, I guess.
Kiddie one.
Let's see. Oh, gee, I'll look up Zeta. That should start with.
Yeah. Apparently, they had 3 Trans Ams for this. They asked Pontiac for, and 2, I think, what's it called? Le Mans, which is what the sheriff drives, and they totaled 1 Trans Am with the bridge jump.
It was Midnight Run.
Midnight Run.
They did 3 of them. Another Midnight Run, Midnight Run Around, and Midnight Run for Your Life.
Oh, yeah.
And then something called Vanishing Sun. There's a Knight Rider and The third Beastmaster.
I knew they'd made a TV show of Midnight Run, but I did not know they'd done sequels.
They were just to get like a movie or two, like once a month or whatever.
Okay.
Hercules was the big breakaway from that.
Breaker one. No.
Look at that dog. Don't you just want a dog like that?
No.
It's just such a lovable looking dog.
It is a lovable dog. What are they going to do? 18,000 miles in 24 hours or something like that?
Yeah, go drive one direction, get the beer, and go back the other way, and have the Smokey after him.
Yeah, so takes the heat in the Bandit. They read out that it's a Trans Am with the license plate Bandit, but unless it's on the back, because the front one's a Confederate flag.
Something you can't do in America anymore.
No. But back then it wasn't nothing political.
Nope. That mural, I think that mural showed up in video games for trucks you can put on.
I did hear.
Or at least close to it. I hate being behind a truck when you get all that rain and stuff.
Yeah,
all that water. I mean, how many of these cars they have to go for a Buford and just?
Well, I think he only broke two because they had to piece it together every time. So there was
the one that had like this like that. It's still going.
Yeah, I don't know how it's working on a jack.
Well, they're probably going, can you do this? And the mechanics are going,
how high can you get it?
Take us a while. Let's do the math and draw it up.
Lord. Thank you, Dutch. My tribute to Burt Reynolds. How are you?
He played a lot of villains later on.
Who's that?
Reynolds, I believe in the 90s, he was playing villains.
Yeah, he was in the TV versions of the Universal Soldier. I don't know if he's villain in that.
He was doing what he did this. He did Murphy's Law, something like that. It was like an action one.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Wow, he was.
Was it him that did the biggest whorehouse in Texas?
Yeah. But yeah, he did City Heat with Clint Eastwood. And then apparently he injured his back badly, and then he got addicted to painkillers. Who would
fall for this? He just literally is in plain sight.
Is he though? And then break the fourth wall now. Hang on, now. Apparently Burt Reynolds didn't want to do that, but it worked out all right in the end. Ultimate youth sentiment for me in this movie. I used to watch this with a whole family in the 80s. Yeah, I used to watch it with my dad.
So hey, you was breaking it before Deadpool was.
Yeah, and yeah. Look, Texas already. Only 15 minutes in. Yeah, I can hear it now. Westbound and down. Yeah. Now I'm listening to it.
Yeah, and then when they go that direction, it'll be east. And I didn't even know that. I randomly somehow heard that somewhere, and then you can look it up, and you can actually hear.
Yeah, I watched a couple of documentaries and the IMDb, and it didn't mention it anywhere.
And literally, if you look up Eastbound and Down and Westbound and Down, all you see is the same song, except I want to say for one word.
Apparently, he wrote it within a few hours. Old Jerry did.
Did he have any other hits? I wonder if he had any other hits in this.
He had a lot. Well, he was a famous musician. I doubt I heard of any of his films, but this is songs. But this is his biggest hit. Eastbound and Down.
If he was,
this is the bit. Yeah, this is the bit I don't get. Break in to get the beer.
Apparently, he did country music. You would have figured since I grew up on country, I would have remembered him.
Well, maybe you didn't recognize him.
She got the gold mine, I got the shaft.
That's a good one.
Sounds like a song about an ended relationship or divorce. She gets everything, I get nothing.
Apparently, he didn't do much acting after the 80s, but then He was the rival coach in The Waterboy. The one that steals the Fonz's plays.
Oh, yeah. That was his last movie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Dutch, the Dukes of Hazzard, Smokey, Cannonball Run, Convoy. Yeah. Yeah, I watched all those with my dad.
Cannonball Run I remember that scene. You had the two women. Whenever the cops would pull over, they would just kind of zip back, show them the cleavage. They get that scene, they're going, I'm going to do it. And all of a sudden, it's a busty woman. It's like, I don't think that's going to work on her.
Yeah. Apparently, there's 3 cast members from Dukes of Hazzard in this.
Oh, who?
Yeah. I didn't recognize them when I saw it, but they're in there. What's the other actor's name? Oh, which one? The trucker, Jerry Reed. Is it raining? Yeah, Cannonball Run I loved as well when I grew up. All the stunts. Yeah, apparently Hal Needham and Burt Reynolds. Well, Hal was his stuntman, even though Burt was a stuntman himself. But then Hal did more dangerous stuff, and then they ended up living together for about 10 years.
Okay, yeah, Ben Jones was in this. He plays a trucker. He was Cuda.
Yeah. Yes, he plays a trucker, the Coos trucker. Bo is the blonde one, is in a cowboy in the crowd, so I don't know if that really counts. And then, was it Enos is one of the motorcycle cops. Singer, yeah. Jerry Reed's the singer who wrote all the songs for this. Another thing they were going to do is not have country instrumental in this. They were going to have classical brass music. But then Hal said no. Yeah.
But that does sound with, you hear in the music. It just fits this. I don't know if that. Oh, the One-Array Bride.
Yep. Yes, that. There you go.
And isn't like the second one? Because the first one she's supposed to be marrying Junior.
Yeah.
And wasn't she supposed to do it again in the second one and leaves him at the altar?
Yeah, it's a bit harsh.
Twice.
Yeah, they didn't want. Yeah, they didn't want Sally Field either. But Reynolds had to fight for it because they wanted more of a blonde, big boob type.
Oh yes, blonde with big boobs in the late 70s. Who would that be?
I mean, down, doesn't it? There you go.
There was a few of them. One in particular comes to mind. She was a country singer.
Live Levine.
Remember Dolly Parton? She had all her sisters on TV show with her one time. And watching it, they all look flat compared to her. And I was with my mom and dad goes, I wonder who got all the boobs in that family. Yeah. Dolly stole it all.
Yeah. I guess she escaped the church in the car and it broke down is what I'm guessing happened, rather than she just.
But would you want to call Buford P. Justice your father-in-law? Would you be ready too when you realize it? Like, oh shit! I'll have Junior as your brother-in-law. Well, actually, Junior's dumb enough. If something bad happens, you can blame him, and someone will believe it because, well, he's.
Ah.
But then again, he is the punching bag.
Laurie. Yeah. What was his name of his girlfriend then at the time? Because you.
Oh,
yeah. Laurie Anderson. I'm trying to think.
Lonnie.
Lonnie. Yeah.
That's a name I have.
Right.
Yeah. She's.
What is it? That a now picture.
Don't look it up. Don't look it up.
Yeah, she was in his TV series, wasn't it?
Some people can age good, and some. I'm gonna have nightmares now.
There comes Buford T. Justin. Yeah, Lonnie Anderson. Yeah.
I haven't.
Yeah, she was.
I haven't heard that name in a long time.
Yeah, I haven't seen her, I think, since Bert's days. But yeah, here's Buford T. Justice. Originally, he wasn't going to have any one with him. He was just going to be on his own, but then they thought Gleason said he wanted someone to bounce off. So
her last movie looks like was Night of the Roxbury.
Is she the mum in that? Or one of the mums?
List her as, she could have been Barbara Babuta, whatever. Dude, she was in a Three Ninjas movie. Okay, that's the highlight of her career. If you've done a Three Ninjas movie, you've made it.
Oh, no, he's wearing a Course t-shirt. The one in yellow.
Well, okay, of the 80s in America, big beers, I have to say Miller, it's like Budweiser, Coors. I remember Budweiser was... Yeah. Well, they probably have to, whoever they can make the deal with to use the product. And Bud either said no or Coors offered them a better deal.
Yeah.
They would have to basically butcher them in order for them to be successful. And even then, they would barely be successful.
Yeah, they could make one easily for 10 million, couldn't they, now? Loads of cars. They wouldn't need the CGI cars like the Fast and Furious.
Sorry, you know, they do. CG is apparently Hollywood's new thing now. It's a thing nowadays, so.
Yeah. That's what I watched Uncharted the other day, and it was so dull because it was just like watching someone play the computer game. It's just so fake.
So basically, because I have some of those games for my PlayStation, it's basically best to just play the video games and not see.
Play the video games. It's got better story and acting.
They did that with the Ratchet and Clank movie. It's essentially.
All right.
But then again, all last Ratchet and Clank game is the game that's based on the movie is the first game.
Yeah.
They got lazy.
And Uncharted did the lazy thing where they show the biggest action scene at the very start of the film, and then when something happens that looks like he's killed off, they cut to 6 months earlier or something like that, and then
6 months earlier, that crap.
Yeah, and then it goes to the story until it reaches the point, and yeah.
I've seen that before. I don't like it when movies do that.
No, I know it's supposed to get the teenagers in with no attention span, so it's straight into the film. You got someone their attention.
Not a teenager. I haven't been a teenager in a long time.
But you don't get opening titles or anything anymore either. Got the patience for them.
Smokey and the Bandit or Cannonball Run?
Hang on, sorry. Favorite car of that movie? Vanishing Point Bullet. Oh.
I like Christine also. So.
Yeah, that's good. I watched Bullet the other day. It's still a bloody good film now. Even without the car chase, it's still entertaining.
I got in. I think maybe watch a little bit of the first Fast and Furious movie, but couldn't get into it. I watched a little bit of that one with spinoff with Dwayne Johnson and Jason Statham.
Oh yeah.
Only because I'm a Dwayne Johnson fan, so.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one because until it's just too long. It's got the extra half-hour ending that's not necessary. But yeah, I watched Fast Five is a good one because it's a heist movie more than anything, and it's not CGI because 4 has CGI cars, and then they had to up and up and up, and then they're smashing through 3 high-rise buildings, and the 6th one surviving.
Yeah, back in the day, they would actually use cars and miniatures and stuff to do that. Now it's just let's hit a computer.
Yeah, like the 9th one where he swings across a bridge on a wire on a rope.
And some of the CGI is really bad. When I went and saw Morbius, they had some horrid CGI in that.
Yeah.
PS2 graphic level CGI.
They can't get the physics right, can they? So it just looks off.
It's not really the physics. Like when they try to do like the coloring, the texture, it just doesn't.
Of his face when he changes, is it?
No, it's like he's the beginning of early in the movie when he first was a vampire. He's just attacking people, but the way he looks. Yeah. It's like when they did that.
Hi, Frosty.
They did that second Mummy movie.
Oh yeah. Isn't this a school night, Frosty? Get to bed.
But the flying nuns in the movie.
Yeah, that's I never saw that before. I only saw clips today about that, but
I've only seen 1 or 2 images of that movie, but all I've heard is Flying Nun. She was in Flying Nun.
Yeah, I don't know whatever happens because Highway to Heaven I used to watch, but yeah, not the Flying Nun.
Didn't they remake that for a TV movie here recently?
Which one? Highway. I think I read something.
The one with Michael Landon or whatever in it.
Yeah.
London, whatever.
Yeah, that's Highway to Heaven.
Because I saw it in Walmart here. It's like, oh, they redid it. I forgot about that.
Yeah, so much redoing that you don't see.
How many roads did they have to close down for this?
Probably none legally.
And how many of these scenes like this, they're probably just like the equivalent of a green screen. They got a moving video behind them. Because that's how they used to do it.
Oh, back of a truck, probably.
The back of the truck, or they just put them in a thing, and they just have someone's shaking the car or whatever, and they got a video screen behind them playing like the footage.
Longest Yard and Deliverance.
I haven't seen the original Longest Yard. I've only seen the remake.
It's very similar, apart from the jokes, of course, but yeah, it's the same story. But yeah, it's pretty good. But yeah, Burt was the biggest star of the 70s, wasn't he?
He was a big one.
Yeah, those are 2 good ones. But I think yeah, Deliverance was
gonna make you squeal, boy, squeal.
Yeah, which is probably his most serious role, wasn't it? Because then after City Heat, he did a lot of serious thrillers, but they didn't turn out to be any good. Like Stick and some other ones. But I think because of his injury and his painkiller addiction, he was very thin and not very imposing then.
I remember they had another mustache action star in Tom Selleck.
Yeah.
Why didn't we get a Tom Selleck, Burt Reynolds mustache movie?
That would have been a showdown for the ages.
The Battle of the Mustaches.
Yeah, because Deliverance, he doesn't have one.
In one of them, I can't remember, it was Tom Selleck and Burt Reynolds. They played like a retired hero, a hitman, a criminal, whatever. But the past catches up to them, and they have to basically start fighting again. Kind of like those Old West movies where you get the gunfighter who retires, but somebody's got to come and mess with them. So there's a generic storyline that used to be out there a lot. They're retired outlaw, they're tired whatever, and got watching a movie about cars and stuff, and I got a car that just sped past my house.
With the police in chase. Wasn't a black Trans Am, was it?
That would have been funny if it was.
Would you want
They got me the other night because apparently late at night they decided to run a street cleaner. And when it's really quiet outside and you hear a street cleaner, oh, good Lord, it's a good thing I wasn't live streaming. You would just sort of heard this loud ruckus.
It's a twister.
You would have seen me getting really pissed off because it was loud.
No, there's other cars. I hate Sharky's Machine. Yeah, they probably were better movies than Chuck Norris, but they didn't do as well.
Because Chuck was a bit more of a certain action stars in the 80s were big names, and it was Sylvester Stallone, Chuck Norris, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Can't remember who else. Van Damme didn't come until the 90s. Yeah,
it was 87, 88, wasn't it, before Kickboxer?
So you did have some other action stars, but those were the big ones. Plus, you had Cannon getting behind Chuck Norris.
Yeah, they were probably better marketing on them and more entertaining films, whereas Heat, Sharky's Machine were quite serious for Burt Reynolds. You should have done those after Deliverance.
Oh, that's right. Death Wish.
Yeah, Death Wish 2, 1 and 2, and then totally took a right turn at Death Wish 3.
Found somewhere I don't know if I still have it. It was like a triple whatever DVD set, Blu-ray set of those
Oh,
movies.
yeah.
I think the only one I didn't have was the original.
Yeah, that's weird. It's weird when licensing causes that, isn't it?
I mean, I know that whoever has the rights to the first one and compared to the other ones, because I think the other ones were canon. I don't know about the first one.
Oh yeah, can't see it on this. But the accident with the truck then was, well, not an accident, where the truck nudges the police car and then it spins off and gets in front of the truck was a mistake.
Van Damme came then in the late 80s.
Oop, I pressed the wrong button. Hang on, there you go. Yeah, Cyborg ain't there. I'm messing with my webpage.
And one of Angelina Jolie's first early movies, first action movie, I think it was Cyborg 2.
Yeah. So it looks good in it, though.
I'm trying to remember which one had the scene where, and this one of them, he goes, some truck stopped him, and he gets out, he's trying to tell the guy, he needs to move. And the guy gets out of the truck. It's great, big, giant guy. He goes, your badge was messed up. It grabs it, goes to correct it, and just bends the shit out of it. He's just like, looks down at it, looks at him like, thank you.
It's the second one, or the third. Not in this one. Yeah.
Yes.
He didn't think at the time, I guess, but yeah, Jean-Claude was very lucky not to be that.
And there's a link between Predator and Harry and the Henderson.
Oh yes, the actor behind the mask.
Goes from playing a friendly giant furry monster. Ooh! Oh god! Okay.
Nope.
In Washington State, that the Sasquatch, Bigfoot's kind of wee bit of thing, and someone had a blanket up that had the different names for it. Ape Man was one. Okay, Ape Man, I get that. Skunk ape.
Yeah, I wouldn't recognize this.
I've never heard that one before.
Oh, Dutch, dig that out. Watch that tonight or tomorrow night. Cyborg 2, can't go wrong. Kevin Hall, yeah.
Yeah, Kevin Hall, yeah.
Did he do the TV series of?
He might have been dead because he. When did he pass away?
There was a couple. He did Predator 2, was it?
Yeah, he was one of the ones. There's some basketball players were in it too.
Yeah. Have you seen the outtake of Predator 2 with all the predators dancing?
No, but there is something I do want to see because apparently in one of the Friday the 13th movies that Kane Hodder did, in between takes, he be in Jason and he started doing disco. That I want to see a video of that.
That's going to be good to watch. Anyway, hello, Colin. How are you, sir?
Don't see that many highway patrols in my part of America, at least, and I live near a freeway, so.
Yeah.
It's like where I live, we have because I live on an Indian reservation, so there's city police, county police, highway patrol, and state police, and tribal police.
Depending on which millimeter of Earth you're on. See, I don't think I saw the TV series. I don't know if it.
I do vaguely remember the. But when was Kate? Look this up. I remember Kevin Hall.
Who was the dad in it? It was broken. I think it might have been the first season. Might have been. But yeah, it's called Bigfoot and the Hendersons in the UK, not Harry and the Hendersons, because
he was in the first season of the TV show.
Yeah, fourth season. I don't think I've seen him.
Which would have been 90 to 91, but he died in 91.
Okay.
So it ran till 93, so he was only there for the first season.
Okay, here comes the big stunt.
Oh god, if they had screwed that up. Oh
yeah, that was they did kill the car, but
especially if it went into that one side of like the little dock thing, bridge, whatever.
Yeah, there's no traction on that car at all.
Then he comes up and hits it, if I remember right.
Yeah, that's good, Colin. Well, good to hear you're doing well. Thank you for that.
Oh,
yeah.
Just keeps going and just hits the back of it.
If she wants to jump a house.
Well, you imagine doing that jump, landing it. Your adrenaline would be rushing. You'd be going,
yeah.
Do more.
And then, here comes the racism. Where he thinks the guy in the front's the sheriff. And then, I thought you'd be taller.
I mean, some of these, you could never do a character really in a comedy or whatever, really exactly like this one, like Jack Buford, because it just, he's instant cancel culture with the character.
Yeah. That guy from X-Men 2 took... Oh! I forget his name. Was he the senator in the X-Men films? Wasn't he the blonde guy? Is it him? Can't remember his name.
Bruce Davison.
That's him. Is that... Who was the Lithgow guy?
Well, I like this, how you see this in the movies. He had like this whole system set up of people who just wanted to help him. Because one of them was the old lady that caused a traffic accident.
Oh yeah, the wicked witch of the nice witch of the north or something. I think she's something like that. Well, apparently, after the success of this film, the director, president of Pontiac, was going to called what's his name, Burt Reynolds, and then said they were going to send him a free Pontiac Firebird or whatever it is.
You just know that after this movie, that had to create sales.
I think it was 700% in sales. Rise.
People going. Never mind the fact that to actually have a car like this, you're gonna have to do some illegal modifications. On-street legal modifications that would get you into a load of trouble.
Yeah. Apparently, when the car didn't turn up, Bert phoned up Pontiac again, and apparently the president of the company had changed, and they weren't honoring the deal, so he had to buy one.
Damn. Oh damn! I was like, free car, yeah.
But apparently they had 3 for this film for the trash, and they got 10 for the sequel because it was so successful and made them so much money.
But these cars, they were well. They didn't always take care of a lot of the old props and stuff used in the movies. Because remember, for Star Trek, they emptied out the storage thing, and one of the cast members talks about he was driving around and he saw the captain's chair in the back of somebody's car.
Yeah.
Oh, they did that with Star Wars. They stopped paying the rent for the storage.
Yeah, lots of that happened, didn't it? And they just
perfect hat for this stream. My hat like that's all bent out of shape.
Thank you. My Burt Reynolds tribute tash I couldn't grow in time either. Not that I could grow a tash like that.
You need the dog.
Full stop. Yeah.
The dog.
Oh yeah, apparently this is the only scene they're in together, the sheriff and Bandit.
Yeah, because he doesn't really know it. Well,
no.
Yeah, they didn't really have that many scenes. It was this scene. There's one. It's either the first or second one where he gets away and he tells him to turn around. I'm over your left shoulder.
Yeah, this is it.
And then there's the hallucination scene. They wouldn't have had that many scenes together. That allows him to not really, know what he looked like. But you would have figured he would have recognized his voice at least. Well, maybe a little bit, depending on how the radio would have changed things.
Yeah. Apparently, they were set to have, I think it's nearly 7 scenes together. But on day one, Burt Reynolds said they weren't doing any. And then it was Gleason's idea to do this scene. And he improvised the whole thing. That's why Burt Reynolds was like he's going to burst out laughing any minute. Yeah, Dutch, it was Hal Needham that directed this. His first film.
Gleason, man.
Greetings, DMC as well. Sorry.
Let's see. What year did Gleason pass away?
He was probably one of the first because he was very young.
Let's see.
I'm guessing he left the keys in the car as well.
He died in 87. He was 71.
Yeah, I knew he was quite ill in the 80s.
And if they ever do any remakes for this, they have a perfect person to play his character.
Who's that?
His grandson, Jason Patrick.
What's he in?
I've seen Jason Patrick and stuff. He was like in the Lost Boys. He was the older brother in Lost Boys. Of Corey Helm's older brother in Lost Boys.
Hang on, that's Jason Patrick.
That's Jackie Gleason's grandson.
Oh, is it? Oh. So he's the Exorcist guys. Because he's his yeah. Jason Patrick's dad's something Patrick, isn't it? From The Exorcist, the priest.
Let's see.
There you go.
Jason Miller.
That's him. Speed 2 and Lost. Okay, there you go.
Just maybe
he did do Rad.
That would be a trip to have him playing his grandfather's character.
Yeah, I guess
if he can channel his grandfather.
Do you think he could? Because both, both of them are quite serious. Yeah, but yeah, I guess it would be funny.
The only scene I liked in Speed 2 is when they crashed the boat. That big crew lies liner into the dock.
Takes 2 hours, but it gets there.
They have to do all the modifications to these cars to do these scenes.
Yeah.
Look at him. He's letting her drive. He's like, oh, shit. Oh, the swap.
Yeah, they became an item on this. And then they made 5 films together. Got to show them ducking before they hit. Yeah, he didn't really have many hits apart from the Cannibal Run in this series, anyway.
Forgot she was at Aunt May in the Amazing Spider-Man movies.
Yeah, so she's still acting.
Yeah,
she didn't like the Spider-Man films, I think, because there wasn't much for her to do.
Well, she was a background character.
Yeah,
Aunt May wasn't exactly the big.
Well, the old one in the Tobey Maguire one at least had to overreact a lot.
I'm liking the current Spider-Man over the previous 2. I'm going to get into the Amazing Spider-Man movies.
Yeah, as long as they keep making them, it's fine. But I think he's probably going to take a break for a while, isn't he?
He has to somehow get that hat really held down so the wind doesn't pick it up.
It's
I figure with that T-top, with her hair flying, that would have been...
Thank you, Sophie. That's a big 10-4.
You should use that hat. That hat should be a new look.
Yeah. Look, if you look closely, it's a Walt Disney rodeo show hat. So it is legit. Anyway,
hey, those straw cowboy hats are really nice. Because mine's severely bent out of shape because I no idea how it got bent out of shape. I had it sit on top of some DVDs and somehow putting it on top of DVDs got it bent out of shape, and nothing was on it.
No, well, this is the best of the 3 we have.
What were these guys? Were these 2 doing a funeral or something?
Yeah, they're doing a funeral and then a very long procession. Yeah, I like Stoker Ace. That's a good, and Hooper. That's a good one as well. Where he's just retired, old stuntman. Oh yeah, Megaforce. I saw that. That was terrible.
Here's the question about Night of the Living Dead, Sophie. Which one?
Oh, hang on. Enjoyed Night of the Living Dead, but didn't like the ending.
The original. Only watch the original and the first remake. Because the first remake of Night of the Living Dead is an example of a perfectly done remake. Don't watch the other ones. Plus, the first remake of Night of the Living Dead is kind of happier. Kind of.
Yeah, the original ending's very much a downer.
And side note, when they were out promoting that movie, trying to get theaters, that's when Martin Luther King Jr. was killed.
Yes.
And shot, and they're like, oh shit, the ending.
Like,
okay.
Spoilers.
I mean, that movie's only been out for 50 plus years, so
Yeah, you don't do. Wasn't that bad? That's one of the best. I suppose if anything would, apart from Return of the Living Dead 4 and 5, but I think they just have a lousy budget. Oh, this is apparently they did this stunt. It's coming up. Hang on. Where they go into the baseball field. And
okay,
two stunt people in it.
1990.
Yeah, so here they.
1990 is the one that Savini did, and it's the best of all the remakes because he did it. He tried to, and everyone else tried to do tribute to the original.
Let's hang on. What was that paused? Now, here we go. So this stunt, he jumps into the baseball, and they had all these kids and extras standing around, and they didn't realize that the grass would be wet and slippery, and then the Trans Am came over the jump, nearly took out the team of kids, and then crashed through that thing. But a couple of kids got injured jumping out of the way, so they got in a lot of trouble.
Slipping and sliding all over the place.
Yeah, they didn't realize it.
Dude, this is back when you could have kids being part of stunts. Nowadays, no.
No. Yeah, apparently.
I mean, you really know, noticed. Watching movies like this time and stuff, you go, "You can do that." Back then, you can't. No, nowadays, no.
Yeah, because if you look when it does crash into the wood, there's a lot of people just loitering and not moving, so they did get knocked over.
Like, jump out of the way! Don't just stand there going. Okay, if you watch zombie movies, stick to the Americans. Maybe some. Don't watch Italian zombie movies. Not unless you got a strong stomach.
Yeah, they're just weird, aren't they?
Well, it's not that they're weird. Like some of them, like you got to know, like the zombie movies from different regions, like America. I don't know about England. They don't really get graphic, but you get some places like Italy, they get graphic.
I know it's that one where a zombie fights a shark. That's always worth a watch.
That was that's Zombie Flesh Eaters / Zombie 2 /
Yeah, how many names has it got?
All because Dawn of the Dead, when it was released over there, it was called Zombie. So
yes.
And yet that's you want to freak somebody out. I haven't just watched that movie. Within 5-10 minutes, I'd be going, "Oh God!"
Yeah, because who was it that edited it for Italian? Dawn of the Dead.
That was Zombie 2 was Lucia, I want to say.
Yeah. But the Italian cut of Dawn of the Dead 2, Dawn of the Dead was the Suspiria guy. What was it? It's not just me that draws a blank.
Famous one. I don't know if it's Argento. I almost want to say Argento.
What's it? Yeah, Argento. I think he did a cut for the Italian market or the European market.
You want to watch a trippy Spanish zombie movie? Blind Dead. They find you by listening to you for your heart.
Yeah, I think I saw one of those.
They don't have eyes. They don't have eyes, and they don't have ears.
They're just like grey and dusty, aren't they? And were they what's it called? Crusade soldiers or something?
Yeah, they were Templars.
That's it, Templar Knights. Yes. Oh, well done.
Yeah, because Argento, I guess he had somehow promoted to help them to do that movie.
Okay. Living Dead at Manchester Morgue, a Spanish one. Oh, is that an older or a new one, Dutch?
That would be the 70s, I'm going to say.
Okay. Echo New Zombies, impressive stuff.
I spent a fair amount of time watching them until the craze got too much, and all of a sudden you had Walking Dead, and you had romantic comedy zombie movies, and TV shows. Oh Lord!
You want a date? Yes. What's that, Sophie? What's Frankenhooker?
Whenever he gets in the jam and he gets stuck, he just takes a drill out.
Yeah, and then you go Shaun of the Dead, of course, is I think the only
Shaun of the Dead is awesome.
Yeah. Is that the only British zombie?
Shaun.
I'm trying to think.
That's Nick Frost and
Edgar Wright directing and
Edgar Wright and Nick Frost was an actor. Simon Pegg.
Pegg, there we go. He wrote it. Right, where are we?
Could you do a movie like this in UK? I
don't
know about the like this Smoking the Band, because I don't know about the roads over there compared to here.
No, because our roads are quite short, narrow as well for a start, but
not even the countryside ones.
Where we get single lanes in the countryside, so it's even worse. Let's see, what would they have to do? Because here they have to drive 900 miles one way, which would be ocean to ocean if going from north to south.
But they would have EFAs that have to go into a different city or state or whatever, or to a different country. So it'd be.
I guess if you did it in the 70s, you'd be all right. But if you did it now, you'd
go from England
roadworks
to Scotland, get some booze, and drive from Scotland back to England.
Yeah, you go to Scotland for whiskey or something
Go to Ayr, Scotland, and drive back to what would be a place. Not London. Blackpool.
No, that's not that far. It's about halfway down. But yeah, there'd be so much roadworks, crashes, and delays. They would never have made it, even no matter how fast the car is. 28 days later. That's it. Thank you. Of course, it's another.
Which is a rage virus movie, not a zombie movie.
Oh, you're one of those, are you?
Because it was like trying to cure rage or whatever, and ended up creating rage as a virus. So it's not someone dying and coming back.
Well, isn't the original zombies like just people under control of someone else by magic potions or wizardry?
Plants and stuff.
Yeah.
Potions and
making
stuff.
You look like you're dead or poisons. The puffer fish.
Oh, come on. Drives off with the jack still connected.
Oh, here's the jack. Here we go, yeah. Luckily, it's a rear-wheel drive.
Like those are going to stop an 18-wheeler. What the hell? There's no way. The size of an 18-wheeler, how big as those things are.
Yeah.
I don't know if depending on the momentum it's got going, would what they call those spike strips.
Yeah.
If it's got that momentum going.
Is it the ending of the second one where it's like 30 trucks in a line and 30 police cars coming at them?
See, Nightmare City. I actually might have Nightmare City.
Doesn't ring a bell for me.
I might have it. I think I did a review of it at one time.
Let's have a look at this. Nightmares. Look it up. Oh. Probably went through some tires in this film.
Hey, some tire company made a good payday.
Yeah, because they filmed the whole thing in Georgia. Like they're supposed to be driving cross country.
Back when you could do that, because they were giving you what they do is to get you the film in some of the places here. They offer you money. You get some kind of bill.
Yeah, most TV shows are now filmed in Georgia, aren't they?
That's why they stopped Swamp Thing, because they started to refuse to give them the money.
Yeah, that was a shame. That was going good.
That was looking really good. Okay,
Nightmare City is also known as City of the Walking Dead.
Now, one of them, I don't know if it's... Is that Umberto Lanzi?
Let's have a look.
This one?
That's it.
Not zombies.
Blood-drinking zombies. It says on look.
No. Ask Quentin Tarantino. Because he did an interview and he talked about how he said something about them being zombies, and the director, Lindsay, went off on him. Because they're supposed to be like somebody infected by like radiation or something. The makeup's really looks like they just caked a whole bunch of mud at times on the faces. And apparently he was like, "Oh, not zombies," and he went off on him. And he talks about it just randomly. It's
Thanks.
This movie, spoiler for the ending, has one of those, those dream endings.
Oh no!
This tops it. Okay. Not only do you have the guy waking up, it's just a dream, but he goes to the airport and he gets deja vu because then it looks like everything in his dream starts to come true.
Ooh. Okay, Virus. Apparently it's in development, a remake.
Yeah, Tom Savini, but he was supposed to raise some money, but there's been, I forget what year it was. He said
Diana Prince is in it. Yeah. There's an Indigo campaign for that.
Yeah, and that was in 2019. He was trying to raise $138,000. He raised that much, but there's been no activity since 2019.
That's a shame. I guess.
I know though he did have some stuff come up. He was in an accident or something, and
here comes the truck. Look out behind you.
If anybody would be this tightly wound like him in real life, if he had to take the blood pressure, it'd be.
Yeah. Apparently, when they premiered this film or test screened it, everyone hated it, but they did that in New York. So they were trying to bury it. So then when it did come out, they played it down south, and of course, everyone loved it. And then it became a hit everywhere.
Oh, it's an awesome movie, though. I mean,
yeah, I don't see what
it gave us Buford T. Justice. How could it not be an awesome movie?
Yeah, apparently that's the name of someone Burt Reynolds' father knew. And
how many? Oh, this is the old lady.
Yeah. You don't see what she's doing, but
this is proof. Watch out for little old ladies.
I just missed the. I think smack your mum over a bit. Yeah, apparently Burt Reynolds' dad was the one that said "some bitch," and Gleason said he'd use that for his character, and then everyone says it now.
Gosh, these little old ladies causes an How many people after this movie came out decided it'd be a good idea to name our kid Buford? Going to the kids, they're going to be a girl. What's your name? George, Steve. See the ID, Buford. Buford.
It's a good name. Wish I was called that.
Buford.
Might change it.
Video Bufords.
Morning, Matthew. Got a lie in today, did you? That's good.
But you need to grow the mustache, though.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Yeah, it's not as good as. Yeah, I could never get as good as yours.
There's a trick to growing them.
I ain't got the patience. Even after a couple of days, it gets all itchy and annoying for me.
They make lotions and creams for just for stuff. I was like, why didn't anyone tell me?
Right. He's got
that poor dog.
Where are we? Yeah, you got to carry him everywhere.
Is this week? Because I remember one of them in this one, he gets to a fight.
Yeah, I don't know why. What caused the fight? Just some bikers being assholes, I think. And they take it out on him, but then he runs over their bikes.
That's a stupid idea.
Yeah, you want to.
Bikers in the 70s and 80s?
70s bikers were pushovers, isn't it? He's like in any which way you can and every which way but loose.
Oh, God. Was it right turn, Clyde?
Yep. But yeah, 90s bikers, you don't want to mess with those. Definitely not nowadays.
Now, there's one from the Hells Angels. What was his name? Sonny. I can't remember his last name. He was in jail and a riot started. And everyone's causing trouble. And they go by his cell and he's just sitting there like this. He goes, what are you doing? Why don't you take part in it? It's like, I'm not an idiot. Yeah, I'm not getting more time added to me. I'm just going to
you're just going to get beaten up and
end up back in front of the judge and get more time added to you. You just sat there like, let them be the dumbasses.
So yeah, what we got? This is where are we? Just at the hour mark. Slows down a bit because Bert's having time in the park and he's having dinner.
They just want to kind of develop like, oh, look, they're going to be something.
Yeah.
And then she left him for Junior and then came back for him.
Yeah.
He had to be a pretty crappy boyfriend if she had to go back to Junior.
Yeah. What did they? I had to check what they offered. She got for that,
especially if Buford's going to be your father-in-law. That poor mother, Buford's poor wife.
Yeah, that's right. 11 at night here. I have to postpone this. 7:35 in the morning there. Okay. Time zones are weird.
Well, we'll never get rid of them because then that would make things easier for people.
Going to universal time for everyone. It's the way they jagged round on maps and they're all.
Because see, for the US, it's just like, okay, I'm here on the West Coast. This other one's an hour ahead, then an hour, and 2 hours ahead, 3 hours ahead. But then you got to go, wait a minute, okay, what about Japan? What about England, Australia, Africa? And in all these time zones, it's time zone math.
Yeah. There's like two little.
I hate math, so.
Yeah. There's like two little islands out in the where is it, Pacific or something. One's in one time zone and one's in the next. So one's 12 hours behind the one that's next door to it or something. Or 24 hours it must be. Yeah, it's the whole world. So it's 24 hours difference just for these islands.
What was it in the second Gremlin movie where they talk about don't feed them after midnight? It's always midnight somewhere else. No, there was a line about the time zone. What happens if they, cross over?
To cross over time zone on a plane or something.
It's like, does that change the rules? Time zones.
Yeah. What does the midnight count as?
I wonder if this is before or after the Hughes Law code. Because they had a code in America for movies where at one point you couldn't do lip-to-lip kisses. That's why in some of these old movies you see them doing like the kissing, but they're like the cheeks.
Oh.
And it looks like the woman's in ecstasy sometimes. Off a cheek kiss. I've seen movies like I'm like, that's a hell of a cheek kiss if that puts that woman in ecstasy.
Is it like lifts one of their legs as well?
Couldn't show belly buttons. It's just some weird code. But the whole kiss, like, what's wrong with showing a kiss? What's wrong with showing a belly button? I'm not gonna look at a belly button and go, oh my god, it's a belly button.
So romantic. Thank you, Dutch.
There you go. A romantic scene followed by a ballroom brawl.
Yeah, it's got to be a bar fight in it.
Oh, a guy getting his ass kicked.
Yeah, he gets really beaten up badly as well.
Well, it was how many guys?
Yeah, it's at least 5.
And the dog runs out.
You just get one shot and a kick in them. No one helps him.
Well, if it's you versus a group of guys, do the math. Especially when Jared Reed doesn't look like he was there. I don't know how tall he was, but he doesn't look like, he was that big of a guy,
No.
Looking at his arms, kind of, you say lanky like a little bit?
Yeah. Because, he and Bert met each other on Gator. Which is a pre-stash, I think.
I almost forgot that he did, he didn't always have that.
No. It's like two different people when you see his younger days.
I remember like in what year was it? 94, he was at a wrestling event. WrestleMania 10, and they were making fun of his chest. He tells some guy, well, you're kind of hairy. And the guy was like, looks at Burt Reynolds, points his chest, he's like, you're one to talk.
Yeah, apparently around this time he did a nude spread in Cosmopolitan, and then a lot of people frowned at that.
Well,
he wasn't actually that
I
nude.
for one, they probably just put something there in front of his crotch.
Yeah, well, his arm is crossed over his crotch, so he's
but not that I ever would want to see a nude Burt Reynolds. No,
like
no disrespect. I'm just. It's Burt Reynolds. You get so many images of people, and you don't want them to be shadowed.
You ever see Mel Brooks' silent movie? He's in that as well.
Oh, I haven't seen a Mel Brooks movie. I've watched any of his movies in a while. I need to. I wish he would. He would get back. I mean, he's
90-something, isn't he?
He's still entertaining.
Yeah, he still knows how to crack a joke.
I remember they did that COVID video with his son.
Ah,
and
yeah.
He's inside nice. At the end of it. He's like, he turns around and tells his son, "Get out of here." Him and Jackie Gleason was this honeymooners.
Yeah, we didn't really get that over here. So
they made a movie based on it, but it's just not the same because it's Jackie Gleason.
Yeah.
The I wouldn't call him short-tempered. He just was a moody, kind of grumpy guy. He just did it right.
I know the parodies of the character and stuff like, "One of these days, whap boom, straight to the moon."
Straight to the moon.
Nah.
Look at him. He's towering over that cop.
Yeah.
One of the guys backing up, this big ass grumpy old man coming after him.
Because there's a similar police officer in the James Bond films of the 70s, in a couple of them. Yeah, it must be earlier than this. Ah, there you go. That's why Dutch is here. For all the information.
He can educate us on silent movies.
He was also in Bogdanovich movie about the silent era, Nickelodeon. Yeah, I remember silent movies. Mel Brooks going around Hollywood. He gets the green light to make a silent movie. And then he goes around and gets stars to be in it. And Burt Reynolds is one of it. So it's all the silent movie style. So it's all this music and the words come up in sheet and boards during the scenes.
There was one I wanted to say. It was something about, I think it was like the reverse. It was about them doing a silent movie. They was taking the silent actors and having them do a movie in sound. And
right.
He goes to speak, and it's got really high pitched voice, and it's like, oh, God.
Yeah.
If they hear her voice, we're over.
A lot of adverts for Coke in this.
Product placement, chorus.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, chorus is a big one.
I'm shocked I didn't get Budweiser. I mean, well, again, this was the 70s, not the 80s.
Yeah. But, yeah, I think the delivery they're doing is like $60.
That was Singing in the Rain then that I was talking about? I just remember her when she goes to speak and they hear her voice, so they're just like, oh yeah, then someone ended up having to speak for her, do her voice. Because her voice wasn't annoying.
Look at this. No seatbelts, nothing. She's just lying in the footwell.
And if he just would have hit the brakes.
Yeah, one little slip. He's not even looking like,
She gets on his lap while he's driving, and they're doing perfectly. You can tell that just got like someone's.
Yeah, it's going to be back of a truck.
Oh! The mobile.
Oh, the whores. The mobile whorehouse. Yeah, they keep the police busy for you. Different times.
1970 horrors too. I think so. I grew up in the 80s. I think it might have been a bit of a trip to grow up in the 70s.
Well, yeah.
It's when we had Stanford and Son.
Oh yeah, that was a remake of Our Stepdaughter and Son.
If you want to watch a trippy show that completely can never be done nowadays, watch that.
Yeah, there's Love Thy Neighbor and
I watched the first episode and my eyes are just wide going, holy shit, if they did that nowadays, people would be having a conniption. Cancel culture would be going in overdrive.
What's the other one? Three's Company as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was another copy of a UK show. Who's that? No, it's not him.
And the thing is that Buford is breaking the law himself.
Yeah, does he have any jurisdiction in this long
no.
through all these counties in a car
and state and all of no. Whatever state, I think he even did state lines.
Yeah,
and he just doesn't care.
Not without my anus. Oh yeah, because she's in Not Without My Daughter, and there's a film she did in the 90s.
And wasn't she in Forrest Gump?
Yeah, she was the mum in Forrest Gump.
Yeah, she was Miss Gump.
Yeah. Did a lot for his education.
Oh, yep. and then he impersonates her. Guy's like, oh, I'm getting out of here.
Now, one of these truckers is the Cooter from Dukes of Hazzard, I think. But it probably looks completely different. Oh yeah, Convoy, it's another film. About trucks.
And
but it's not
that was what was his name?
Yeah,
he was also a singer, I want to say.
Yeah, but it's not really. It's quite a serious film as well. It's just the song was a hit. Still keep forgetting to look at the back of Bandit's car.
Best way to look up the actor, because I think he was also in one of the Blade movies.
Oh yeah, Chris Christopherson. No, you go. That's him. You got this theme song going on. Eastbound and down.
See, like I said, you would notice it would change.
Because it's the same name as the TV series. What's his name in?
Oh yeah, about the baseball player.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know that Jerry Reed probably got sick of that song. So many people going, can you play the song for us? Can you play it for us? Is it eastbound or westbound? After a while, you just know he was just like, I hate that song. Shut up.
No much. How much money?
Here's the thing, Kay. You remember the first Jaws movie?
Yeah.
Remember that scene when that woman walks up and slaps Brody?
Yeah.
Apparently, in real life, after that movie, for a while, whenever she goes somewhere, somebody would ask them, "Will you slap us?" She goes, at first she would be willing to do it, but after a while, she was like,
"Yeah, I bet." Rubber Ducky. This is Rubber Duck. Have you got your ears on? Yeah. So apparently, this led to an increase in CB radios in people's cars, and truckers were getting annoyed because people trying to chat.
They're trying to communicate and stuff, and also you get this.
Yeah.
Hey, big daddy. Hey, big daddy. It's a little baby. It's a little baby. Rubber ducky. Rubber ducky. And when I lived in California in the early 80s, we would have the trucks. They would drive back behind our houses. We had a road. We'd stand in the backyard and we'd go like this.
Yeah.
And sometimes they would literally just honk the horns. It was the coolest thing.
Yeah, but yeah.
Some girl did that. I forget what she was. She was at some boat docks and she was doing that to the boats. And she got shocked because one of the big cargo ships saw this all sudden. She jumped like, oh.
Yeah, she felt that all the way through her. Here we go. He's arresting the mayor or the.
And he doesn't even got jurisdiction.
Yeah, he doesn't. He's arrested. I guess it's what's it called? public arrest or whatever it is.
Citizen's arrest. Arrest him for that beer gut.
Yeah.
Let him go and just walk away like, Sorry, sir.
In Georgia. Where are they heading? I thought they were. Are they heading to Florida?
Texarkana, I thought it was. Or was it from Texarkana?
Where's that? I
had to look up where the hell Texarkana was one time. And like, where the hell is this place?
My geography's off.
We can see, where is it? Texarkana. I always thought it was like a made-up place.
Yeah, I thought it was just like a slang word for Texas.
It's apparently in Texas.
96 miles an hour in a truck. Who's going to get noticed?
It's in Bowie County, Texas. Oh, we got a Smokey and we got a motorcycle cop.
Yeah.
You got to give him the little nod for chips, even though.
Yeah. I love chips. Yeah, Sally Field being rude.
Cops is like, let me get on my little motorcycle and chase you down.
Yeah, it's not even a good motorcycle like the chips ones that can tear ass.
Because let's just completely forget about the big ass 18-wheeler and only think about the.
Yeah. I think someone said, yeah, they'd have to do a constant 65 miles per hour to get there and back in time without any brakes.
Which, taking a break to get to a barroom brawl.
Yeah,
I guess that's allowed.
95.
And that would get the guy on the motorcycle to stop you.
Yeah. Oh, he's down.
White light.
Yeah, I do. I was really surprised how good gay it was. It's only a few years ago I saw it for the first time.
So you got the hat, you need the mustache, and you need the car.
I got the mustache. What do you want about?
Okay, you need the car, the dog.
Oh yeah. Oh shit.
And the stuffed fish, like in the third movie. Because there ain't no way you're gonna get an elephant.
Oh yeah. Don't think I could get that much cores either. I don't really see it around here or anywhere.
It's still there.
I think we get Coors Light, maybe.
But that doesn't be about all I see is Coors Light.
It's not popular over here.
I see a lot of Coors Light, but
yeah, I was gonna say Tarantino loves Gator and White Lightning too.
Hey, if it's got good music, go for it. It's commonplace.
Someone's playing the fiddle.
Oh, the water. Ooh.
Ooh, he's down.
Someone's going to feel that in the morning.
Oh, yeah, they did the stunt when he lands on the back of the truck. Have we missed that? Or is it this bit?
My mom hates it when the car flips around. Someone flips around like that. She hates it when I go, flip the bitch. She's like, don't say that.
Who raised you?
He's like, that's what you call it. That's what you call it.
They did the
flip
stunt
the bitch.
with the car lands on the truck.
You got to literally get that just right. Okay, your timing and how fast you're going to move.
He didn't do it on the first. He missed it on the first stunt. It went down the bank and rolled. And then he came out and said, oh, right, let's do it again. Just got back in and drove around and they did it again.
All the timing to do these stunts.
Yeah.
He's got his own groupies.
Yeah. 'Cause, 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 All the extras standing on the. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got to know it, but still, like that's insane. You got to know all the timing and the speeds, all these factors you got to take in. Alone,
Yeah, like the British jump and.
Yeah, just do that landing in the back of the car. That's insane.
Yeah, you got to know the angle, the speed you need to be going, where you need to be at the right point, how fast the truck is going.
Your timing, everything is this.
Or you could just draw it in now.
These guys that have to do this timing could probably teach a math class.
Yeah.
Because they got to have it as math. Okay, you got to subtract, divide, multiply.
Yeah, you got to be this speed, this wind resistance, and all sorts of math.
It's X times Z minus 2.
Apparently, Hal Needham was the first to test out an airbag deployment for the car company. He crashed into a wall for them.
I watched one of these shows where they it's about this junkyard type place there in Canada, and they were turning a car into a demolition derby car, and they were showing like an airbag, and they would set them off. Oh, whoa! That thing launched into the air. They just literally had it on the side of the road. They launched it, and the thing went several really high into the air. I'm thinking, and I don't know if you've ever had an airbag deployed on you.
No.
That shit hurts. I was in a car wreck almost 10 years ago. I was in a car wreck. Oh, God, my chest hurt. Nothing was broke, but it was just like, bam! Oh. Oof. And they put like some kind of powder or something in there.
Yeah, it's like talcum powder or something.
Oh, I couldn't get that out of the smell out of my nose.
Oh,
I'm taking a shower and I'm like, get it out, get it out. I take deodorant or something and I spray it and I rub it right into here. Like, I gotta get that smell out because it's just so. I'm not saying it's super disgusting, but it's annoying when it's in there and you can't get it out.
Yeah. Yeah, Road Games. Matthew was showing off his VHS earlier. An Australian film. Yeah, I didn't realize it was in Australia until I watched it.
Well, remember, Australia gave us one of the coolest car movies ever. Might have heard of it. Stars Mel Gibson.
No. Lethal Weapon. Reynolds would have played Dernville.
The jumper in the first Lethal Weapon movie that he has to study, he jumps off with.
Yeah.
Is the guy his last kill.
Gives the knife. She's got about 5 seconds or something to get your leg off, or whatever it is.
And I had seen both movies, and I didn't realize it until one day I was watching like Mad Max. I was like, wait a minute, hey, that's him.
No, yeah, it's odd. I get him over there. It's Betamax. Ah, yes.
You know, I should look for some movies on Betamax. I wonder if they got this movie would be on Betamax.
I don't know if we had that many films on Betamax in the day.
I guess they never got as big as VHS, so VHS wiped them out.
Because we always get technology last, so they would have already won. But VHS was probably already won by the time the technology came out. Yeah.
See, in this day and time, you also would have a whole bunch of helicopters and stuff, not just cars chasing them down.
Well, there's a helicopter. There it is.
Okay, it's been a while since I've seen Dead End Drive.
Yeah, drive in a turkey shoot. He's giving up. Don't do it. The fun man who loved women. Ah, yeah. Yeah, he did those weird comedies in the 70s. Apparently, they didn't help his career any.
He could use that mustache and that hairy chest to pull him in. And if they had sent him that car instead of making him buy it, he could have used that too.
Yeah.
The dog would have really helped.
Yeah, hush puppies.
I mean, come on, look at that dog. You cannot tell me that dog's not a chicken.
Oh, look at him. You're gonna make it.
Yeah, I'll be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Yeah, you missed the big crash. No worries. Yeah, what's everyone doing? So, hang on, Dutch. It's gone. It's the next day for you and Matthew now. How are you two doing? Let's have a look. Yeah. We had to delay this a couple of hours, but yeah, we got it done in the end. Have you got all three of these on VHS, Matthew? I've only got the first two. I'm trying to think this. Took a few years to get the sequel to this. Let's have a look. Yeah, Doug started. Yeah, pronounce I was off. When is high on the telly? Yeah, I used to love Dukes of Hazzard. I got some of the cars in the loft from them. 80s when the cars were the stars, like Knight Rider, was it Dukes of Hazzard, Magnum, Bond. A lot of die-cast still in their packets up in the loft. You got these on only on DVD. Okay. Doing good. Trying to wake up. Got one or two something. Yeah, most people. Yeah. Someone. Can I got this one? If you can see it, there you go. It's a very weird poster. But yeah, this is. I think this is one of the 80 releases. Not that. That's probably says on the tape. Wait, watch. Nope, damn mirror. Set from the US, I guess. Yeah, that's fine. I don't think I've seen any box set here. He's being nice. Yeah, it's a good. It's one of the stripe sets. Hang on, CIC bought out these striped boxes of different colours.
Sorry about that.
No, that's right. Just in time for the the big reveal.
Oh, he doesn't look over your shoulder.
Yeah, they just agreed to do their next job. Pick up something else in 18 hours. I do own 2 episodes. 2 boomers. BL Striker.
He did do
that. Yeah, that was a pretty good film. TV show.
Ozzie Davis. Wow.
Yeah.
That name takes me back.
Yeah. Although. Then.
Oh, there's that.
How many times have we heard this song now?
He's chasing after it.
Run back.
I hope that was a spear that just went flying.
Yeah, because took some bastard out. I forgot. I thought there was outtakes in this.
They probably might do them during the credits.
Yeah. Let's skip ahead on this. Maybe it's this. No, I don't know.
Because I do remember them.
I remember.
I know they did them for Cannonball Run.
Definitely, yeah, it's definitely good. Because that's where Jackie Chan got the idea, I thought.
Yeah, because I remember that was Jackie Chan, Burt Reynolds,
one of the
guys from MASH. MASH was in there.
Jamie Farr, wasn't it, from MASH?
Dom DeLuise.
Dum dum da.
And I remember one of them had one of the guys that played James Bond. Was it Roger Moore?
Roger Moore was in it, but yeah.
And he was like acting like a spy. And his mom's like, just stop it.
Yeah, it's supposed to be the real Roger Moore as well. Jackie isn't in it. He's in Cannibal Run. Sorry. Yeah, no outtakes. That is weird. Maybe it's the second one I'm thinking of. Yeah, Jackie Lamb's the Doc. That weird guy. Yeah.
Maybe if they made the second one after the first Cannonball Run, they could have been like trying to copy it then.
Yeah, I get it was Hal Needham again did the sequel and Cannibal Run, so maybe you have to wait till that. Yeah, I thought...
A reason to stay before you stay for post credit or mid credit scenes in movies, you stay for the bloopers, the outtakes.
Yeah.
We got two. I mean, people do this for mob movies. They sort of get up and leave, and I'm just sitting there looking around.
You're expecting outtakes. Right. Well, that was Smokey and the Bandit. Right.
I have got to find the second one. I got the first one on Blu-ray, and I got to find the second one. I haven't been able to.
Okay.
And if you do I find the sequels can be more expensive than the first one.
Yeah, I guess the rarer they are, because that's no problem.
No problem.
Because yeah, we'd have to postpone it a while if we couldn't make it today, could we? But yeah, nice to have Echo.
No problem. Sorry about the little issues
fine.
I had today. So
it's only for fun, this, so it doesn't really matter if we have to move all kind of stuff. It's fun to do. Right. But tomorrow we are doing Dumb and Dumber.
Oh God! You're gonna put yourself through that
with Ricky. Thanks, Dutch. When are you going to join us?
The most annoying sound. Jim
Carrey. You don't like Jim Carrey?
Well, he's one of those guys. When I was like in my teens, I thought he was funny. We did all the Living Color and Ace Ventura, and then later on, it's just kind of like you outgrow him. I outgrew him, so now I'm just like.
I did for a point. But
I watched that Sonic the Hedgehog movie, and I actually was annoyed by him.
Oh, well, because you're returning to his 90s stuff.
I was thinking if I was that one military guy, I would have just cold cocked the guy.
Well, who was it? His Two-Face partner in Batman Forever wanted to.
Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah, they didn't get on.
He apparently that wrestler Jerry Lawler did an interview where he said when they were shooting that movie about Andy Kaufman. He goes, Jim Carrey goes, he doesn't know what's going on, but Jim Carrey started giving him shit. He's like, did someone explain to him that everything him and Andy did back in the 70s, 80s, whatever? He goes, that was all, fake. They were friends. But he goes, Jim Carrey was giving him shit.
Yeah, that's a shame. Yeah, that's a good idea. I don't think I've got many of them.
Do the rare. If you can do the rare, but when there's like no one's like goes, I didn't know he was in that.
Yeah, he's got so many ones you don't think of him in.
He's got an extensive library. I mean, he was.
Yeah, he's especially the 70s and early 80s. He was
when did he
knocking them out?
When did he start?
Yeah, because I saw he did some westerns and stuff. There's one where he's
58,
red-faced.
He started in 58.
Yeah.
Although I find like for film it was Angel Baby in 61, so he must have started in TV. Yeah,
I saw it.
Flight and M Squad.
Striptease.
Oh, he was in.
I think he actually liked that movie himself. He did. Because we got. Oh yeah. Was it? I think Thursday or was it Friday? We're doing March for Death. No, Thursday. I think March for Death with Seagal.
The not fat cigar.
Yeah, look at the trim one. Look, yeah, there's a picture on the back where this is what he used to look like.
Remember when he was so trim and stuff? Couldn't act with shit, but
or fight really. Just wasn't allowed to lose and get hit.
Was he in Gunsmoke? What runners in Gunsmoke? Let's see, because he would have been. Look at this. Okay, let's go back to TV. Let's see. Flight, M Squad, Riverboat. I don't see it because he did. He did 50 episodes of Gunsmoke from 60. He played Quint Asper.
What?
He was on Gunsmoke. Played Quint Asper.
Yeah, I did see clips of that. Yeah, because apparently he was could act and throw himself down the stairs. He was good enough to be in there. Yeah.
Ouch. Oh, when he played Boss. Oh, I didn't know this. He played Boss Hogg in the movie. I think I remember Striptease. Trying to Cop and a Half.
Oh yeah, there's a sequel to that, I think, but not with him. With different. Well, it's more of a remake.
I remember a movie Striptease. I'm just trying to remember what it was about. That was what's her name? Demi Moore.
Demi Moore. Yeah.
Seagal was, my understanding, is a bit of an asshole.
Yes.
He is one of, like, if you look at the people who were banned from Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, he's the worst offender, wasn't he?
Yeah.
There we go. Seagal and Jean-Claude Van Damme had a bit of a beef. Yeah.
There's a
guy,
what was his name? There's one guy who was a mentor to an MMA fighter, Ronda Rousey. What was his name?
Right.
Apparently, they got into some kind of dispute, a little bit of a something about he said he can make Seagal pass out. I'll get out or whatever, and he ended up making Seagal supposedly soil himself. Although Seagal's been like, I did not shit myself, and people have been like, we were there. Some people say Seagal did it. Others have been like, yeah, he did it.
That's it. Navajo Joe. That's it. He's very red-faced in that, as in being Native American.
I do.
Yeah, I can't blame him.
I do vaguely remember that. I never saw the movie, but I've seen maybe some clips and pictures of that.
Yeah.
I mean, he had a. If you look at it, we go from 58 till when he passed away. He had a very big,
yeah,
and video games, Grand Theft Auto, Vice City, Saints Row the Third. He was, wow.
What was the TV show he did after Bale Striker?
The TV shows is hard to tell because he was in TV from 58. So,
let's
see, Perry Mason. He was in an episode of Perry Mason.
I think he was in the one with Lonnie Anderson. I don't know. Got a computer, yeah.
Run, Simon, Run. Evening Shade. He did
Evening Shade. That's it.
Shade. That's Duckman. Do I even want to know?
He did he had an acting school in his hometown. He built a theatre in his hometown, and he had an acting school right up until he died.
He was
Marco. I did not know that. Because he had the remake
of Dukes of Hazzard. He was in the remake of Longest Yard.
That's it. That's what you came back for that. 2005.
And here's the thing. Okay, in that movie, they had different wrestlers in them. One of them you see is a wrestler, a guy who's playing ping pong by himself.
Right.
That guy is legitimately a giant, by the way. And apparently, in his country of India, he was a cop. And I'm thinking, if you get pulled over and you go to roll your window down, go, how fast was I going off? You look at this really serious giant guy, be like,
Yeah, you're not going to mess around, are you?
Well, think about it. If you get in trouble and you turn around and think you see an officer, a regular sized officer, and all of a sudden, you're so tall, you're coming up to the guy's stomach. And you just look up like, oh shit. But I think there was something about his character. Some people were speculating that it was the same character he played in the original, but it's not, I think.
No, it's never mentioned that it's the same one.
But he does play it's kind of cool to see him in the original. I mean, not in the original, in the remake.
It was nice to have him back for that.
Because sometimes you get like actors who in the original, they have little parts, but his was a bit of an important one.
Well, yes. Right. Okay. I am gonna have to go leave you.
No problem, man. I got some painting I gotta go do.
Oh yeah, no problem. Big Nuts, yeah. His best role of his career, but he hated it.
What did he play did he play Wahlberg's prosthetic?
Yeah. He nearly won an Oscar, but he hated the film. Right. Anyway, thank you for joining us, Dutch and Colin and Matthew. And thank you, Echo.
No problem, man.
Making it. It would have been a shame to delay this.
Hell of a movie to watch. So
yeah.
I might go. I got the Blu-ray. I also mind painting. Maybe I'll watch the extras.
Well, yeah, why not? Listen to the commentary or something. Or the bloopers.
Who does the commentary on that?
Yeah, man. Yeah, probably is one, isn't there?
Couldn't it be Jackie Gleason? So.
Nah, sorry. All right. See you later, Dutch. See you later, Matthew. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, everyone. See you tomorrow night, maybe.
Thanks for having me, man. I'll be there tomorrow night to watch you. So,
even
though it's gonna be Jim Carrey.
Yeah, well, it's mostly me and Ricky chit chat. Anyway,
enjoyable then.
Thanks, everyone. Thank you, and good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.